Lonzo Balls a bust. I told y'all he's overrated. Man, I knew exactly that was going to happen. Lonzo Ball's the worst #2 draft pick ever. Terrible. Well, guess what, guys? Save your breath, because his dad, LaVar Ball, said it was his worst game ever. So the mainstream media doesn't even have to say that. His dad said it was his worst game ever. That's why LaVar is such a damn genius, man. It's incredible the way he markets and also analyzes situations and able to dissect it and, you know, pragmatically address the situation. I love that. He just suppresses the issue. Yeah, this was his worst game ever, but guess what? You can't get worse than that. That's basically what he said. I saw the interview he did immediately right after the game on some channel. I got it right here, but I'm not going to play it. Sports Buzz. Let me tell you, I watched the game live. And, yeah, it started out great. Had that lob to Brandon Ingram. And it was his, you know, his court vision. Let me say this. Court vision, aware of situations, it's all there. That's the reason why Magic Johnson drafted him. That's the reason why he's the #2 overall pick. That's the reason why he wants to play for the Lakers. That high up tempo style. Even the coach was saying, I don't want you to walk the ball up the court. Push it up the floor. You know, we want you to run it downhill. That's the style. That's the tempo my Lakers are looking for. And so he does that. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Yes, he had a terrible game overall. You know, his stats were he played 32 minutes of 42 minutes, 2 for 15 of shooting, tallied 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 4 fouls, and blew a double-digit lead. Yes, and we were in control of the game majority of the time. Brandon Ingram, a beast. You see the transformation he did from last year to this year. Let me tell you something. This is what happens. When you see people talk about Lonzo Balls a bust, this, that, and the third, right? This exposes the ignorance of people, of like, you know, casual fans or people that don't know shit about basketball, right? Brandon Ingram, this time last year, played like trash. Very tentative, didn't know what to do, right? His debut was garbage. Look at the transformation a year later. Dominant force. So, again, Lonzo Ball's debut was terrible. Now, there's a lot of things in this game that I'm definitely gonna talk about briefly that I want to address, right? So there were certain aspects of the game where Lonzo obviously wanted to get his teammates involved, and he did that. You know, there's a lot of times where he really kind of deferred a little too much. You know, he needs to be able to pick his spots. And obviously, the one thing that we need to establish and address is chemistry. I know that term is overrated. That term is overused rather, right? But getting used to his teammates, getting used to the spots in an actual in-game situation, that's what he needs to get used to, right? And so there's times in spots where Lonzo, you know, he was 1 for 11 from 3. Okay. The guy says he's cool, calm, and collected, but this is his first NBA debut in a summer league game. He was obviously nervous, which is why he missed those shots. And they were wide open shots. Not, you know, most of them weren't even contested, right? So those shots will fall. All right. That's number one. And so getting time to gel with your teammates, that's crucial. That's what he needs. And further along with his development, he will do that. You know, listen, like I said, you got the casual fans that are dumb, you know, the people who just don't know shit about basketball or the Lakers in general. You know, oh, Lonzo was terrible. I told you he was a bust. You know, you see people talking about, you know, I'll give him a couple more games, and if he doesn't do anything, he's a wrap. He's a bust, right? The bust thing, and you know, I see mainstream media headlines talking about, you know, this is a terrible debut for a number 2 pick, blah 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 blah. To be expected, but again, his father said it was the worst game ever, right? So y'all can, you know, you can say all the negative superlatives you want. LaVar already said what he said about that. Lonzo's played the worst game ever. So y'all can miss me with that stuff. But like I said, he needs time to gel with his teammates. And there was times in the game also where Lonzo will undercut to the basket, be wide open, and his teammates would shoot the ball, right? Or they rather just shoot a contested shot than pass the ball to Lonzo right underneath the basket for either a lob or an easy layup, right? It was quite a few times I saw that. Lonzo being able to, he's very quick, you know, that first step dribble. Once he gets that patented and understands the rhythm and the timing of players he's going against, that's going to be unstoppable, man. You know, he did that step and took it to the hole that one time and he missed it, right? That's just being nervous. He missed a wide open breakaway layup going 1-on-1, and with his quickness and off the and his first step off the dribble, he's pretty much unstoppable in terms of that particular move, right? He just has to perfect that, and he'll be unstoppable with that move, you know. But like I said, overall, we know the game was a terrible game. This is just summer league. He needs time to gel with his teammates. His teammates need time to gel with him, you know. And like I said, there was times that his teammates would rather take contested shots than pass the ball to an open Lonzo under the ring, underneath the basket, or on the wing. You know, and I saw that quite a few times in the game, right? But like I said, miss me with he's a bust, and I'll give him a couple more games if he doesn't improve. Listen, if he goes, you know, 2 for 15 or 0 for 11 the next game, it's okay. If he goes 3 for 17 game 3, right, or 5 for 20 game 4, it's okay. It's called gradual improvement. You know, high profile rookies, which was obviously created by his father. He's high profile, and you saw the crowd. 90% of the crowd were Lakers fans in Las Vegas. And of course, 90% of the crowd ain't even from Vegas. They traveled from LA or somewhere else to be in that game and to watch Lonzo Ball play live. So the culture, just like LaVar said, he brought the culture back to Lakers, to Laker Nation. People care about Laker basketball now, you know. But this is something that LaVar created for his kids. The spotlight's on him. You know, people want to say, well, LaVar created a target. He created he created a check that his kids can't cash. Well, yeah, it's on him. That's what he did. What are y'all worried about that for? He did that. Not the mainstream media. LaVar did that himself. So he'd rather create that narrative himself than somebody else exploiting his kids, right? So I salute him for that. So again, the next game, right, I expect better. But again, if he has another mediocre game, I don't expect him to have a game like this the next game, you know, that kind of stat sheet. But his game is going to gradually improve. The people talking about bust and I need to give him a couple more games, dismiss yourself. Your opinion is null and void. All right, you're just a person that really doesn't know anything about basketball. But just give him time to gel with his teammates. His teammates need time to gel with him, And I see just great things with the Lakers. We saw the court vision. We saw the speed of Lonzo Ball. We saw that he can shoot the three. It just needs to go in. Once he shakes off the nervousness, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. All right. So it's only up from here. You have to start somewhere. Just like LaVar said, start from the bottom because this was his worst game ever, according to his father, LaVar Ball. You can only go up. You can't get worse than what he just did. Right? So those are my thoughts on that, family. Like I said, I'm a Lakers fan. I've been a Lakers fan since the Coliseum days. All right. That's back in the 80s. I'm an 80s baby. So since the Showtime Lakers. So I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, family, if you saw the game, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. All right, family. Until next time, Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.